Hey everybody, it's Kimmy K here again, and I wanted to talk to you about a 70s movies, 1978, The Redeemer. Um, Gets a 5.1, it gets a 5.5 for me. That's the second time I watched this one. Directed by someone named Konstantin S. Goches. Never. I also the actors I never heard of them really. So it's a very simple story. It's actually you can compare it to uh, what's that movie again with Marty Sizemore who high school massacre high or something. Yeah, Massacre High School High. That movie with where he has the court jester outfit on, and you hear bells, and the fact that he's wearing bells, you can hear him from a mile away coming towards you. Yeah, um, that one is more the unserious version, and this one is more the serious version. You have a very creepy soundtrack with a uh, with a piano and other instruments. It's very creepy, the atmosphere. And basically, what the Redeemer is a killer who takes people from classes that basically sort of straight off the path of um, civility. They are rich and they became like I said they became assholes basically. That's what the Redeemer they want to he wants to give them redemption. This means of course killing them. So he invites six people to their high school reunion in their old high school, and what happens is you have this killer, and I like this because you have this killer that the acting is great of these people. It's not unbelievable or so. It's good, and the killer is great. The killer is great. He has multiple masks. He has this skeleton face mask, but he also has this clown mask where his mouth is visible, but the rest, like here, starting from here until here, is a clown face. Then he has this sort of outfit, Phantom of the Opera esque, and then he starts to talk in this very theatrical way, and he kills a lot of people with booby traps, not so necessarily with his own hands. For example, there during the theatrical scene where he's doing this Shakespearean kind of play, he there's this giant spear-like knife hanging above one of the class ex-class members, and he doesn't notice. But before he wants to rush him, he gets the spear straight to his head, cleaved straight to him, and you see the blood spatting out. So it's a very gory movie. You have a guy who's now a professional football player, but he eats like a pig, and then eventually, what happens is that he gets some. I don't know how, but he gets acid straight to his face, or he eats something that's full of acid, and he starts to burn from the inside out. It's a very gory scene too. So you have a lot of these gory scenes. I think there's a decapitation in there. Yeah, it's so for the Gorehounds, for a '78 movie, it's pretty gory. There's also these creepy marionette dolls that he uses with knives. There's even a moment when our killer is almost killed, um, because there's a struggle at the end with the killer has a handgun, but there are two people, a man and a woman that survives, the last two people, and the guy takes the gun away. It's a scuffle, but he shoots the killer in the stomach, and then he's like, let me show you the path of redemption, and he just takes the gun and he puts it in the guy's mouth and he blows his brains out. Okay, then he falls on the ground to kill her, but then the last final girl comes in. So this is a spoiler, by the way. So if you don't want a spoiler, this movie, like I said, it's the what's the that movie Massacre High. I like the movie. It's just I can't. The guy who gets teased all the time, and then they have a class reunion, but you've got people having sex uh, during that they're locked down, but they're having sex, and then they're getting electrified on the bed, or one takes a shower in the middle of all the killing, and she gets scorched by acid coming out of the shot. I mean, it's crazy, but what was his name? The Slaughter High or something. Slaughter High. That's the only thing that I can remember. With Marty Sycamore, that was the killer. Yeah, it wasn't a. It's not a spoiler because we all know he's the killer from the beginning, that he will take his revenge because he gets acid on the face, and because if it's the the 1001 prank that he gets and that he has enough. Um, this movie isn't like that. This movie is about a guy who basically always has to do the job for God. So he has to redeem an amount of people that that are needing for some redemption, you know, some slap on the ass. You know, they have to meet their maker. They have to meet their maker, and there's this weird scene in the beginning about this priest calling about redemption and this and this and that, and there's also a scene in a locker room. The choir boys are getting ready, but there's one choir boy who's telling a joke, but he's the bully, and everybody laughs at his joke. Only one boy doesn't, and he takes his knife. He has a knife, pocket knife, and puts it on his fucking throat. A fucked up choir boy, from all people. But then a priest comes in and says they have to get ready, and they all get ready and they're singing their songs. But then, what happens at the end? Okay, this is spoilers. For I can all before you go into it's a really great movie. It got great atmosphere, creepy atmosphere, great location. I told you, great soundtrack, good use of soundtrack to make it creepy. The masks, there are several really creepy masks and very gory kills. A lot of these uh, trap kills, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And at the end, you see this guy. Yes, I'm the killer. You only see a man, but I thought, who the hell has seen that man from somewhere? He has a mustache, but it's a fake one. But now I know it's the fucking priest from the beginning. But he's just putting a mustache on as a last um, disguise, which is lame, pretty lame. But he, um, uh, so what happens is, like I said, he kills the guy. The woman comes in, takes the gun, wants to give him the coup de grace. But then, like I said, something weird. He can manipulate almost the marionette dolls. They're human size, and there's one behind her with a sword, and it's doing like this and cleaves her head in half. I think you see it. So you think, what? Huh? He, is how does he do that? Okay, so there's certainly something supernatural involved in this movie, and for some reason, the kid that's been bullied in the dressing room for the choir boys is also a sort of redeemer. So there's a moment in church when the ceremony ends and this boy goes to the priest, it's all been done, and he goes away, and we see apparently this guy going in his car. Apparently, this guy is a con artist, a criminal. He did some criminal stuff, and he put the body from that. He killed that other kid with his knife, cut his throat. The kid, not the priest. The priest goes to his room, and something weird happens. You see that he has bandage over his gut, and he is rubbing it, and, and rubbing it, and the wound goes away, but its thumb goes away, and then there's something. He reads something. I'm not sure on somewhere on a page that you're done. Your work is done for now. Wait for the next redemption. You have served the Lord, but there will be people who need to be redeemed. And then this kid goes to a quarry and disappears. So he's in a bus. He steps off in no man's land. There's a quarry with water, and he goes in the water and disappears. And that was a weird one. That's something I can't explain. So the kid apparently was also a redeemer that comes and goes when it's time to redeem people. But like I said, there's something really creepy about it. Yeah, it's really creepy about it. So they're actually acting directly under the command of God. They're not bad, because these 6 people they kill are bad people. They're really bad, rotten, spoiled people. Yeah, they profiteer of human suffering. They cheat and fuck around. I mean, they're pieces of shit. Pieces of shit who need to be redeemed. I wouldn't say, okay, let's kill them, cleave their heads, but let's give them a good spanking or two. But okay, killing them is a bit going too far, but you know what I mean. It's a great movie. It's a classic. I think it's a must-watch. The Redeemer from 1978. Go see it. I think you'll enjoy it. See you next time. Bye bye.